little bit of everything in this game. It wasn't all Town's way, but to come up with a 3-1 win, I think, was really impressive.
Yeah, it took until the very end to seal it, didn't it? But fully deserved victory for Ipswich today. I really like that as a performance. There was a lot of talk about how Ipswich looked tired, fatigued, off the pace against Rotherham in midweek. How would they respond today? Really well. I thought, again, we've talked a lot about Ipswich showing different qualities to their game to get some of these recent wins over the line. Today they look back to their sort of controlled, composed best.
Substitutes, I hope you have the number for substitute
I
goals.
do, yeah. Because it's nice round numbers, so they're easy to remember. Okay. 80 goals for Ipswich across all competitions this season. 20 of them have come from substitutes. Wow. That's a quarter of all goals scored, which is quite the stat. It was a similar type of number last season in League One as well. And it's a stat I put to Kieran McKenna in this very chair after the game, and he says that's a fantastic stat. One of my favourites because he thinks it sums up the culture in this group. That there's a group of players that don't sulk if they're not starting games. They're ready to come on. They're ready to contribute. They know their roles. We know that these players run themselves into the ground knowing that it's not going to be, certainly from the attacker's point of view, they're not going to play 90 minutes. So you put everything into 60, 70 minutes and on come the subs.
Hutchinson, I feel like, has kind of been one of the poster boys in that kind of sense. Yeah. And he was the one that wrapped up the win. Nice flick on from Kiefer Moore. Another one that probably looks easier than it actually is to fire from.
Plenty of time to overthink it, doesn't he,
yeah.
when he runs through. I said to you at 2-1, Birmingham then chucked on a striker for a centre-half. And I think you had 3-1 down as your prediction. And I said, just watch. I think they'll go and wrap this up now late on because there'll be a bit more space to work with. And that's what happened. Flick on, Amari Hutchinson raced clear and slipped it home. I think he's on 6 goals for the season now. For someone who hasn't started an awful lot of games, that is an impressive tally. So, yeah, another win for Ipswich, 4 in a row. Moved back level on points with Leeds after their win against Leicester last night and go 5 points clear of Southampton, who lost again today at home to Millwall. That's 3 defeats from 4. For them, and as you said earlier on, 72 points after 34 games. Remarkable.
Yeah, well, we put the scoreline to Amari Hutchins. He hadn't heard the Southampton score. We put it to him after the game, and his reaction was nice. And I think that's how everyone's feeling after that one. Another big test coming up next weekend, and a long, long trip to Plymouth Argyle. We'll see you there.